before I get you out of here, did you get a chance to catch any of the World War Big Three this past
Yeah,
weekend?
yeah. You
Man,
know
them
I
boys
watched
out
the
there
Big Three.
tripping, huh?
I watched the
Them
Big
boys are out
Three.
there tripping. Our boy Stack said you better Google him. I heard Stack was about to get beat up. I didn't get to see the whole situation,
Whoa,
so he
whoa.
was supposed to come on the show and talk about that. But I heard Stack almost got some paws put on him. So Stack, I need to know what's going on. But there was a scuffle with Stack where he on the court and let him know after the game, and then Lance Stephenson and Dwight Howard got into a little scuffle. But overall, there were some good games out there. They got some new talent out there.
Yeah,
Shout out
very
Lance
exciting.
Stephenson, Montrezl Harrell. There's a lot of solid players. Mike Beasley coming off his massacre of Lance came out in week 1 of the Big Three and obviously did his thing. So what was your takeaway from the Big Three this opening weekend?
So, a couple of takeaways. The first takeaway was extremely entertaining. Like, there's a lot of
Yes.
guys who are in
On
their
and off the court.
on and off the court, like extremely entertaining. There's a lot of guys who still got that shit with them. They can still hoop.
Yes.
So I love that part of it. I think what has happened too to the Big Three is that they've implemented this like there's this like troll part of basketball that has like kind of come along the way that is borderline disrespectful with the antics and things like that. And like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't like those particular antics. I like competitiveness, I like toughness and all that, but like dancing and grabbing and you know what I mean, doing too much and pointing and touching and all that. Like I don't really like that. I don't think that's the best representation of what that league could be. So I think that's a way that they can improve, you know, from that. Going back to Stack real quick, like look, if you run up on Stack, you just better you better be prepared, you know, for a long
Just be
battle.
ready.
So
Just be ready.
at the end of the day, like I know he's an OG, you know what I'm saying, and he's in his retirement and he's like elevating and he's doing things, but Stack does a lot for us. You know what I mean, on and off the court, from a motivational standpoint, from a success standpoint, from an opportunity standpoint, and so like for anybody to have confliction with Stack, to me, is disrespectful to what like a real true OG is. So like they need to check
I
that
like
shit
that.
at the door because like he said in the locker room, like I know the calls that I get from y'all, right? He ain't throw no names out there or anything like that, but like y'all know Stack could give you the shirt off of his back. So he shouldn't have to even be in war mode anymore. I think they got to tone that shit down a little bit as far as some of the antics and just hoop because they got a good
Yeah.
product. They got a great owner over there with Ice Cube. Now you have Hall of Famers coming to your game to extend everybody's brand to make money and to build your network and things like that. And we don't need a lot of the Bush League shit. Like, leave that shit to the YouTubers and all that, not to minimize what they do because I enjoy that, just not from those particular guys. I don't want to see Hall of Fame Dwight and Lance running the fade. I just don't want to see that. I want to see them compete. I want to see them dunk. I want to see them be athletic. I don't want to see them like tussling, going into the crowd and things like that because we all know that at some point that doesn't have a positive impact on the brand. It might have a positive impact on like the street cred and the clicks and things like that. But for that league to sustain, it needs to be sterling. It needs to be run the right way. And they need to focus on the talent and the marketing and do community work and like enjoy the victory lap. This is a victory lap for those guys.
Shout out Ice Cube. Happy belated birthday. His birthday just passed. But man, shout out Big Three.
Yes, sir.
Again, whether you liked it, loved it, or hated it, you watched it. There was a lot of action on and off the court. I'll definitely be tuning in next week.
I'm going
To
in
see who the
Miami. They coming
encore
to Miami
is.
soon,
Oh, are
man.
you?
I'll be there. I'll be
Let's
there.
go. Yeah, we're doing some shit when they come to LA. I think in August. So again, shout out Cube, man. That league, the grind he's put in for that league to be where it's at today is very commendable, man. So shout out to our brother.